key thing of your manifesto that you really want to put across?
Basically, and that will be the fact that I believe all students of Sunderland University should get certain amount of printing done free of charge per month. So I believe all students should be allowed to print free of charge.
Yeah, and how are you going to do that?
Basically, I think I'll just speak to whoever is in charge. Basically, I'll attend meetings and talk to whoever is in charge to see if we can have certain amount of printing done, because I've spoken to colleagues in some other universities and it's something that they do, and I believe it's practical and something that can be done here. So I think a lot of students will benefit from that, because being a student for the past 2 years, I know what it feels like to be running low on cash and you need to print that assignment desperately. So I think a lot of students will benefit from that. So that's what I really class as change, really.
Yeah. Okay. I know that feels to be printing and have to be low on cash. You said in your video on the website that you want to make the St Peter's Library over 24 hours.
Yeah.
Why do you think that's important?
I really think it's important because I live in Precinct, and that's very close to the Murray Library. And whenever I feel like going to the library, it's always very, very full, and you get noise everywhere, even in the silent study area most times. So I think a lot of students would prefer, especially students that live around Roca and the St. Peter's area, would prefer to have the library to open 24 hours. And I've spoken to a couple of them, and that's what they've really, really been wanting for a very long time. So I think that would decongest the Murray Library, and as well as just kind of like give them access to their books, because business students go to Murray Library, business books are not there. So that's what I think.
Awesome. And I'm going to ask all of you this, so you better prepare something now. Is there something about the, just something you'd like to tell the listener that you didn't necessarily put in your video that you'd like them to know about you, like a funny fact or just something interesting about just you?
I didn't see this coming.
Oh.
Anything funny?
Anything funny or interesting? Have you done something silly today?
Yeah.
What?
Maybe.
What was it?
Basically, it's just trying to catch up to someone to vote for me, like running after them for like...
You ran after them to get them to vote you?
Yeah, just to give them my leaflet, at least to just see what I represent, just to get them to actually...
Is that okay?
I don't think it's bad, is it?
It's been worse this week.
You must vote for me!
Yeah, just to get their attention and let them really see what I represent, what I'm actually going for. Yeah.
That's commitment to the cause, I'm going to give you that one.
Yeah.
Okay, so I'm going to move on now to Danielle.
Yeah.
You said that you want for more resources for your assignments.
Yeah,
Why do you think that's key?
I think it's key because a lot of students, particularly for feedback, you get your feedback and I don't think it's as structured as it could be. We have Turnitin and we have paper feedback. I think Turnitin could be used a lot more. I want the uni to be a lot more fair, so each course gets the same level of commitment from lecturers and from feedback, and basically just to make it a lot more fair for students. Feedback's key to keeping on doing as good as you can in your work, so I think it's really important.
Yeah, and you also mentioned in your video that you want people's student voice to be heard. Why do you think that voice is kind of quite quiet at the moment?
I think a lot of people are maybe scared to approach people and talk to people. If you've got someone running the education that's approachable and someone that they feel they can talk to, then they're going to get the voice across. Someone who's not scared to tell everyone what they think and what the students want, then that's going to get done.
And how are you going to achieve what in your manifesto, especially that one? How are you going to, what's the first thing you do?
I want to get to know the students. I want to talk to them, every different kind of student, mature students, part-time students.
Yes.
I don't want to miss anyone out. I want to try and speak to as many people as possible, find out what they want and see what I can do to get that done.
Yeah, so you'd say you're approachable?
Yeah, I think I am.
Yeah.
Like, do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Everyone's got their own opinion on a person, so
Right.
I like to think I'm friendly, I'm nice to talk to.
Yeah.
So, hopefully.
All right, awesome. So what's your funny fact then about you?
It's a little bit similar to the one we've just heard.
Have you been chasing people?
No, it wasn't chasing people. I seen a massive group of people earlier on. They all had blue jumpers on. I thought, oh, sports students.
Yes.
So I walked over. I was like, oh, hiya. Have you voted in the elections? And a couple of them were a bit quiet. And I was like, oh, well, I'll give you these leaflets. There you go. It doesn't take too long to vote. Teacher came up to me and she went, these are college students, they're just visiting today. And I was
Still
like,
vote, it's fine.
I was like, oh, never mind. I thought I had loads of votes racked up, but never mind.
Wasted paper.
Yeah, I should have got them back.
Just going to take these back from you. Don't worry, I'll see you next year. Well, that's really interesting, actually. So we've had chasing and going up to the wrong people. Guys,
Yeah.
you are really good candidates. So professional.
It was the blue jumpers, they caught me off guard.
You just see blue and think, sports.
Sports.
Sports. You'll be either drunk or doing something.
Yeah. I might get a vote from you.
Yeah, definitely. So can I draw my attention over to Millie? Hello. So what have you're currently a well-being
Yes.
one, and what have you done this year that makes you maybe a good candidate?
From being in the role for a year, I know the barriers that are set up, not by the uni, but just by the policies and procedures that are set up. I've sat on academic appeals this year, which has given me a lot of experience, and I know where students get caught up. For example, the Fit to Sit policy, which having spoken to about 500 students in the last 2 days, I can honestly say only 2 or 3% knew what it was.
Oh.
It's quite hard to explain, but I'm sure if you Google it, you'll find out what it is. And there's a way, not around it, but there's a way that students can use it in their advantage and don't get on the wrong side of it.
And what is the key thing from your manifesto that you really want to put across to the listener?
The main thing is the experience I've got.
Yeah.
I know, for example, water. People have been asking for water, free water for years. It's not necessarily lobbying and fighting. It's finding a what's it called? Not comparison. Compromise. There we go.
Compromise.
And for example, getting free water bottles and letting students know where all the free water is available in each building.
Yeah.
It's things like that. So it's knowing how to compromise, knowing who's the right people.
Yeah.
As well as, yeah.
So is that what you want to do? Bring in free water to?
No, I've already done that. That's what I did last year.
Yeah.
This year, I want to make more students aware of what policies there are and how to use them in their advantage.
Yes.
My main point is getting lecturer office times on your online timetable, so you know when your lecture is available, not during lecture time, but also outside of that. With every faculty, every student, every lecturer.
If you were to be a lecturer, what would be the first thing you would do?
Probably that.
Yeah.
Also set up a head student rep system. So there is a head person per faculty. So if the student rep is not working for that course, there is someone else for students to go to who are unbiased.
And what would you say that is failing at the moment? I'm just going to open this up to all three of you as well. What's failing in the current education sector at university that you want to improve?
I wouldn't honestly say anything's failing academic-wise,
I
because we
think
can't
there's
really...
more lack than fail.
Lack
Yeah.
of, right.
Yeah, lack
Communication, I think, is the main one.
Communication, I think support. I've spoken to a lot of students, say, with dyslexia, learning difficulties, things like that. I really want to push that, because I don't think they know where to get the help. I think it is available, but not as much as they would like. I really want to push that, including in my policies.
I actually personally think that a lot of students on programs where you have large numbers of students, like pharmacy, psychology, for example,
Right.
Many of them can't even approach their lecturers because of the fact that they have this fear. You know what I mean? This fear that
Fear.
is this man approachable? Is he friendly because of the way he takes the lectures and stuff like? So I actually think that could be improved, and that's one of the things I have on my manifesto. It's just not the thing I'm stressing. At this moment.
One-to-one time as well with lecturers. I don't think there's enough of that.
No.
Yeah. I think we could really push for that within the union to try and
Okay.
make it more open for students.
So you guys have said all your policies now, and you've used lots of buzzwords like communication, talking, and approachable. What do they really mean? Like, when you say approachable, like how approachable? What kind of level of approachable are you in? Can we come up to you in a nightclub, or can we come up to you in the toilet, or what does approachable mean to you?
From my year in office, I can honestly say you are never out of the office.
No.
If I'm out on a Wednesday, I'm there. If I'm at a sports game, I'm there. If I'm going to Asda, I'm there.
Yeah, I actually believe that because I've actually experienced that on my program. I'm an electrical engineering student, and I kind of like the way the program is run because you can basically email your lecturers any time of the day.
Mm.
And I've got replies of my lecturer at 10 p.m. before. So I think that's something that needs to be done all over the university, not just on specific program.
Yeah.
And that's what I really mean by being approachable.
Approachable.
I
It's
think
about consistency.
Yeah, I think to be approachable as well, you need to enjoy what you're doing. If
Yeah.
you enjoy it, the students are going to enjoy it. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
And then you're going to have more passion for it.
Yeah.
They're going to feel like they can talk to you about it because you kind of understand. I'm in my 3rd year now, so I kind of feel the buzz a bit, do you know what I mean?
Mm.
I enjoy talking to people, so I'd be happy to talk to them if they're out, if I'm at work.
Mm.
It's nice to talk to different people, get to know them, see what they're all about.
So you've mentioned like empathy as well with
Mhm.
students. Would you say that's an important
Even
thing?
getting to know them.
Yeah.
I think that's one of the most important parts of the student union elections, is the fact that the union is separate from the university.
Mm-hmm.
So we provide separate advice, academic advice, which we,
Yeah.
if elected, will be involved in.
Okay.
That eliminates the fear from
Uh,
the university side.
Okay. So finally, how can we vote, and when are the results out then?
The results are out. We find out on Friday.
Ah.
Friday night there's an events night, an award ceremony, and voting closes at 9 o'clock on Thursday night.
Yeah.
You just go on the website, it's sunderlandsu.co.uk/vote. It's dead quick and easy, it's a 2-minute process.
Okay. Well,
Just use your library login.
library login. Right.
Library
Okay.
login.
So is that the long number on the front of the library?
No,
BG.
it's BG.
Oh, your
BF.
BG code. Right. Okay.
Yeah.
Well, thank you for joining me all, and good luck to you all. Good luck to you all.
I'm going to have to say my weird thing.
What's your I didn't ask
was
you.
really
Oh my
good,
God,
I
were you
thought
even?
it.
Oh, I'm so sorry. Okay, that can't be seen to be unfair. What was your weird fact? I got carried away with the water. I'm sorry.
I can fit my whole fist in my mouth. I don't know
Mm.
whether that makes me a good candidate, but it's my weird fact.
It's your weird fact. Go on then. I'm going to have to ask
No, I'm
you.
not
to do it.
doing
Now
that.
you've done it now.
No,
Oh,
Not
come
when the
on.
camera's
We're
there.
getting
Okay,
video,
Jordan,
you
move
need
that
to
camera.
prove it.
Move that camera.
No, it's fine.